It's WeLoveBetting with Chris Graham, Nick Watts and Marco here as we look ahead to the brand new season. Right now, we're looking ahead to League 2 promotion. Who's jumping up from League 2 to League 1? I'm asking the boys here now for some value picks. Some of the teams at the top of the betting, the likes of Bristol Rovers, Oxford, Southend, which Nick has already tipped up to win the title. You can get them at 72 to get promoted. Northampton, Gillingham, etc. So we'll start with Mark here. Mark, your picks for promotion in League 2.
Okay, you've mentioned one of them, so I'll start with them. Northampton Town, a team I put up again last season, and they failed dismally. Basically because Gary Johnson was in charge. He was a big reason behind backing them last year, and I'm going to sound so ridiculous now and say the reason why I'm quite keen on them is A.D. Boothroyd, the new manager. Okay, the Johnson era just was a disaster. We saw that, but Boothroyd came in. He organised the side defensively, made them much harder to beat. It's hard to explain, but just organised them. They actually put them on a pitch and told them what to do at different times, and they actually reacted to it. Unlike under Gary Johnson, Michael Jacobs is a fantastic midfielder who's sadly departed, but he's actually gone out and signed Clive Platt and Chris Hackett, two players who shouldn't be playing at League 2 level, especially Clive Platt. I think he's well worthy of League 1. I'm pretty sure he's playing Championship football not so long ago either. So there's two players there who are capable of sort of being the springboard for this Northampton side, who actually ended the season fairly well. But more importantly, for me, they're 7-2 for promotion, I should say, anyway, at this stage. But more importantly, if they had kept the lead in all their league games last season, they'd have amassed 72 points and been in the playoffs. And they didn't, so they finished 19th. So there's something for them to work on. Apart from that, it's one of the teams who came down. I think Wycombe Wanderers are by far and away the best equipped side that have come down and will be relegated from League 1. They're 9-2 for promotion, which I just think is too big at that price. They're a tad kamikaze in their approach. Gary Waddock likes the teams to go out, score goals, doesn't really care about the defence too much as long as they score the goals. It worked sort of in patches last year in League 1, but eventually the defence sort of gave up and they obviously went down. But it's worth mentioning as well that the fans have actually clubbed together and bought out Steve Hayes, the owner. There's a bit of bad blood there between Steve Hayes and the fans. He sort of took over London Wasps, the rugby team, and brought them together and was trying to make this community club together, which no one really bought into. So there's a bit of a feel-good factor again around the fans. They believe League 1 is their level, and I think they can get promoted. And 9-2, I think it's too big.
Well, I mean, I can see why Chesterfield are up at the top of the betting, but for me, a bit too short. They have got the core of the team that did really well at this level before, and we've seen teams can be a bit of yo-yo clubs between these leagues. But as I say, a bit too skinny. So I looked further afield, and I found myself feeling a bit crazy because I was looking at Bradford all of a sudden. For the first time ever, I think in recent memory, they are realistically priced for this division. I think you can get 14 to 1. Sorry, they were 14 to 1 to win the title last year, and they're 20 to 1 this year. So you can see the shift there. 11 to 2 for promotion, you'll find. That's actually with Sportingbet. So I guess Sportingbet want to take them on, but I'm willing to take them up on that challenge. I just think basically they've added a bit of grit, a bit of experience to the side. Gary Jones from Rochdale, a real journeyman. Well, I should say. He's a hard-working, a real fixture of these lower divisions, and a lot of people that watch these levels will have seen him and I guess admired him in some way, shape or form. Andrew Davis has signed after a loan spell from Stoke, and they've also added the likes of Gary Thompson, Stephen Darby as well, who was the Liverpool reserve team skipper. Their player of the year from last year was Luke Oliver, and he signed a new deal. So a lot of positives going for them. Phil Parkinson in charge, and he's got experience doing well at this level, much as I begrudge Colchester as doing too well as a Southend boy. He did have success there, and has got experience. He's halted their slide down the divisions, and I think that although the expectations always kick in with Bradford at some point, at the moment their prices look respectable. By way of a bit of an outside shot, I'm going for Aldershot as well. They're 8 to 1 with various bookmakers out there. You can get 50 to 1 for them to win League 2, and I wouldn't go quite that crazy unless you want to put £1 on it, But there's a feel-good factor about this club. Dean Holdsworth is in charge. Everyone will remember him from his Wimbledon days, but he's been a manager for a little while now. He actually turned down Crawley to stay in this job, which I thought was absolutely astounding. The money difference between Aldershot and Crawley must be enormous. So he believes in this club. Yeah. He believes in the project that he's got going on here. They struggled for goals last year. That was their big fault. But what he's done, he's actually snapped up a striker that he used to work with, a guy called Craig Reed, who played for him at Newport County. Mm-hmm. During his spell at Newport County, he scored 54 goals in 86 games. He was absolutely on fire, and he's had injury problems. He went to Stevenage. He was a bit of a headline signing for them. Didn't really work out for him. But you know, League Two is littered full of players that go to clubs. It doesn't work out. They go somewhere else and they score 25 goals. So if it falls into place for him, he could make the difference for them. And I just think they're a really big price at 8-1 to go up.
A whole heap of information there. A selection of really nice prices as we look at promotion in League Two. Mark, sum up your bet in this.
I think Wycombe at 9-2 are my best bet for promotion. I think they've got a settled squad. They've got a shrewd manager, a real feel-good factor back at the club too. And Northampton as well at 7-2 with AD Boothroyd organising a team which has got talent.
I'll confess I can't be confident about this league, but what I can do is spot value. And so I'm going to go Aldershot at 8-1 as my big price gamble.
8-1, amazing.